Hey guys, welcome to London. Hey guys, Sidney Diongzon here, and I'm here in London, one of my most favorite cities of all time. And I'm here with my good friend James Matthews. He is such a good, amazing travel filmmaker on YouTube. Check him out.
Oh, thanks,
link in the description. But I came here to London specifically to challenge James in a gimbal versus handheld footage battle. So here's the deal. We both have 5 minutes to film in this one single location. 5 minutes. Where I'm gonna film handheld and James is gonna film with his gimbal. So 5 minutes each, and we're gonna try our best to come up with the most interesting shots.
Listen, Sydney comes to my hometown and challenges me, so I'm up for the test, baby. Let's see if we can do it.
All right, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna be up first, and I'll be using the A7R3. We have the timer going on over here. Paul's gonna push it up. Also, follow Paul on his channel. He's gonna push the start button. We have 5 minutes, and I'm just before we start, I'm kind of looking around the environment. I'm looking at the details on the wall. I'm listening to the sounds of the streets, the people walking, the pitter-patters of the rain, all that stuff, all those small details I'm gonna try to focus on with handheld. Okay, I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, here we go. And boom, go. Let's do this. So I didn't explain this before, but my setup is obviously the Sony A7R3, and the lens that I used was a Sony 16-35G master lens. Ow, 1 minute to go, what do I do? Okay, so I just finished my challenge, and man, that was pretty crazy. That 5 minutes actually felt like it was more like 1 minute in a way. I am pooped, but now it is James's turn. James, you up for the challenge, buddy?
I'm ready. Let's do it. Right, so I'm going to be using the Zhiyun Crane Plus. I've also got the Sony A7S Mark II with a Comlight adapter and the Canon 10-18 4.5. It's a really rubbish lens, but I don't really care because I'm not too bothered about the gear. I'll just shoot with whatever I've got at the time. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try and go for quality over quantity on this one, because with a gimbal, it takes a bit of setup time. You can't quite run and gun as much as you can with handheld, so I'm going to try keep it steady, try and focus on individual shots instead of just trying to get tons and tons of shots. But who knows? It might come out rubbish, but fingers crossed. Oakley dokley. Should we go for it?
Okay,
yeah,
here we go.
Ready. I'm ready, bud.
3, 2, 1, and you're off.
Honestly, that was so hard. When you're thinking on the spot, it doesn't give you time to really analyse. I wanted to analyse that, but I just didn't, just went involved. But who knows, we'll see how they come out.
All right, James, What did you think of that 5-minute challenge?
That was a lot harder than I expected, I'm not going to lie. I think it's because I was only going with a wide angle lens because I didn't want to spend my 5 minutes changing my lens the whole time on a gimbal because you have to rebalance. So I thought, right, stick to one lens. I went for the 10-18 super wide Canon lens because with all of these lines, it'd be nice to kind of warp it at the edges. So I just went for the very, very generic shots that you'd get with a gimbal. A couple of cheeky little spins around some of these pillars, which looks good because there's some nice textures. And I'm really into doing like close-up wide angle shots at the moment because not many people do that. A lot of people use like macro lenses and get like really close-up tight lenses to get some nice textures, but I'm really trying to go wide with my textures now at the moment. But man, it was just hard. A couple of people about as well, so it's a little bit harder than I expected, but yeah, that's fun. What a challenge, man. That really pushed me, that did.
Yeah, I found going handheld did give me an advantage because I had the freedom to like keep the camera close to me or keep it further from me or whatever, and so I felt I had more freedom in that, but I knew I was limited to getting certain shots.
Yeah.
Like if you're going handheld and you're shooting slow motion, like for me I was filming in 120 frames, I knew I had about maybe 3 to 4, maybe 5 seconds of decent usable footage because otherwise it just gets too wonky. So there's the pros and cons of that, but I did notice when you're doing with the gimbal, because you had that setup, like you took your time.
Yeah.
And you got, from the screen that I saw, like you got some pretty epic stuff.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. We'll see when the edit comes out. But no, man, that was wicked. Really, really good fun. But it just makes you think, when you're in such a limited space, what can you do with the space? Because you obviously want to listen for the sounds, the textures, the colours, the actual shape of the structure. And for me, I just think going wide angle, because you was on a wide, what was you on, 16?
I was going at 16, yeah.
Yeah, so I just think going in a situation like this, going wide is probably the better idea. But yeah, that was just hard, man. Yeah, I loved it. We should do more of this.
It was a good, and I think that goes for, you know, whether you're using a gimbal or a glide cam or just going handheld, to look at your environment and see what you can do with it. See, you know, look at the details, look at the cracks on the walls, see the people walking by, the sounds even, you know, look at those small details to enhance whatever you're filming. I think can be applied to whether you're filming with a gimbal, glide cam, or a handheld.
Definitely.
Think, yeah?
Oh, I can't wait to see Sidney's edit because I'm almost pretty sure that our edits are going to be so different.
Yeah.
It's going to be so nice to see what you can do with very, very similar footage in terms of the environment, but see what we can do even differently to see our own original style. So it's going to be sick.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see yours, man.
Can't wait to see yours.
Oh, bro, it's going to be sick.
Cool. Well, if you guys want to follow James on his channel, then go ahead and follow him. Link will be in the description below. Also follow Paul. He's holding the camera and been there since the beginning, and so make sure to follow him down below. But anything to say?
Nothing other than I love collaborating with you, man. So much fun.
It is. And so don't forget, if you want to collab with me, then use the hashtag collabwithsid, and hopefully we'll get the collab. All right, guys. We'll see you later.